Taro, can you introduce yourself in your restaurant?
I'm Taro Kobayashi. This is Akira and my restaurant. Oh man, style, oh boy. It's obviously, what I do is sushi inspired, and I tried to keep sushi to like super simple. But I also have a kitchen that, literally the instruction for the kitchen often is like, make some good shit. You know, like make some fun shit that maybe looks cool, but we don't care. Like we have an anti-proper plating, not anti, proper plating versus time, right? Like, yes, have I been to restaurants where the plating makes and finishes and really complements or completes a dish? Yeah, you see that shit all the time. We're not those people. And so I think that like our food style is, I don't know, no style, reckless.
Reckless?
Yeah, chaotic.
Reckless
Yep.
but tasty.
Hopefully. I overheard Mikey say this a long time ago, Mikey Lawrence from Black Wolf. I'm like, yeah, I take stuff this big, you know, I cut it into big, and I put him in the size this big and feed it to you. That's my job. And they're like, whoa. I'm like, yeah.
Taro,
We want to show you too.
you want to see yours?
Oh my God. Oh my God, yes. Oh, that was. Damn, dude. Holy moly. Wow. This is very Japanese udon, right? Like thin. You saw the knife. You use that as an example to make an udon that represents a real urasaki. From what I know from knife makers, this is the hardest part, right? Like, yeah.
Don
Like,
definitely has
like
those
everybody has told me, like, dude, like I started this project thinking like it ain't shit.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, you know, I know nothing. So,
Well, you know how to use it.
yes, that's true. That's my job.
And you're going to use it.
Oh yeah.
But how do you feel about how it looks? Just like first glance, first reaction.
Good. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna see how it.
We're gonna have to cut with this bad boy. I really thought, oh.
It's a takedown. So you can take apart the handle for when you do your uroshi sharpening and maintenance and all that.
Have I mentioned over-engineered? Like, you know, there's like, you know, I mean, it's in the best way, right? Like, yo, you can take the handle off to do the ura, which
I thought
is
about that for so long.
awesome. Are those pins holding it together? Dude, you are such an engineer, man.
It was a lot of an experiment too.
You guys. Oh, no fucking way. You can see the fucking pins going through? You are so nerdy, Don.
That's my favorite part.
You're so nerdy. I love it. This is awesome.
We're gonna cut with it.
Yeah, let's cut stuff.
We can also like let people, yeah.
Is that the part that you normally use a suji on, or you use it?
Deba, yeah, you know, yeah. Because there's still a bone in there, you know what I mean? I like to make sure that we're not messing that part up, right?
Don't get you some.
Hold on.
Good?
I was just messing around real quick. I had to. Couldn't help myself. Yeah. 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 Okay.
I got a question on Udas for you. Like, ideally, you should have like a flat, thin rim all the way across. But you have, I've seen a lot of it where it's not like,
It happens. It happens.
and it's uneven, and it's wide, and then they're not straight. Like, you
Yep.
just deal with that?
Yeah. I don't want to. Okay. What are you gonna do though, right? Like, you know. And again, right? Sometimes they'll kind of take care of itself. You know, like once you use it enough and you sharpen it so many times and all of a sudden, like things like that, right? So it's really hard. Okay, all right. I had to go snack on a couple scallops. Yummy, yummy. Poo poo pee pee. Oh my God, heavy. He was definitely not ready for that kind of commitment. Oh shit, fuckers. Definitely not ready for that either. Yeah. Yes. Not that that makes it any better or worse. But I get to charge more money because I'm kidding. I wish. We don't lose money on the tuna. It's that expensive. Yeah, this is serving tuna, like, it's just a feel-good thing at this point, you know?
Getting to the spot that you're in life now, you've said before that like cooking has totally saved you. How?
I got out of the Bay Area, I think, when I graduated high school, and I was like, not doing anything helpful or positive. And I think I got in a little bit of trouble. And I basically left.
Did you know where you were going?
No, not exactly. I had an idea that I was coming to Eugene and I had met like locals who I thought were locals. And one of them started doing martial arts. I think that's how that changed his life. And he one day, I was doing a lot of, So we were like the methamphetamine capital of the country for a while here. And so I did that for it. And he was like, look, man, like, you want to get real high? Like, let's go get you high. And I was like, okay, let's go get high. And he took me to a martial art class. This fucking dick.
Wait, is that how you started Muay Thai?
No,
Okay.
no. Muay Thai was because I wanted to beat up my dad. That's high school. So he got me into martial arts again. That started the process of like, you know, like, oh, like, maybe there is stuff to be like that's.
You were getting a drive.
Yeah. I just don't like saying it like that, you know, because that sounds like, oh, if you go to a martial arts school as a drug addict, you won't be a drug addict 6 months later. It's not the fucking case, right? Like, you know, I was trying to find some sort of a job, and he was working at this restaurant. He was like, hey man, let's, you know, you want to wash dishes? Like, yeah, I don't care. I'll do something, make some money, you know. Embarrassingly enough, when I first started, I was the coke dealer. When I first started working there, I sold everybody coke. And then I realized that being a cook is so much better than, like, I wanted to learn how to be a proper cook, how to do this like for real. And I cut them all off. I actually stopped selling cocaine at that point, but I cut them all off. I was like, yo, you guys need to find a different source. And they were all like, yeah! Like, this isn't, you know, this isn't the days of like people were, while we're open, where people are doing rails in the bathroom, in the public bathroom that we only have one of. Like, you know, because it was like, nobody just thought anything of it, right? Like, we just thought that everyone does cocaine. You know what I mean? Like, my boss used to sit there and smoke cigarettes on the line, and I'd be like, I want one. The most incredible knife-skilled human I have ever seen till this day. He was a very severe alcoholic and a cocaine addict.
But at some point, you decided that cooking was more important.
I did. I don't know when, but it just kind of transitioned. You know what I mean? Because I think that just seeing how good he was like really, it's like really insulting. You know, like, why is this guy so good and why am I so bad? So this will kind of explain what I think about like plating and stuff. Like, I make Lego. I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna stack them. People are like, do you ever think about what you're doing on your plates? Like, zero. Something that people have made fun of me, including myself, forever.
Am I eating all the ice cream?
There's some Togarashi potato chips over here if you guys want.
Thank you. Why single level? Like, what happens if you
Thank you for asking the question.
Like, in terms of feel, like, what are you feeling for when you change knives and stuff like that?
I'm gonna be completely honest. I cannot explain the difference. Let's think about this. You understand horsepower. Both of you guys understand horsepower. Yo, you know, like, I got 500, right? I got 500. Or like, I got 600, right? There's a huge difference. But 500 to 530 is a technical, like, almost difference, right? That's like your pedaling, you know, your control, you know what I mean? Like, the smaller numbers, you know, that's the difference, right? So obviously, there's that idea of a refined cut. Can you do the exact same thing? Yes. I've heard so many different things about that, right? Like, oh, well, it has to be a yanagi. Well, does it? Because I could probably cut that with a piece of paper. Yeah, I mean, like, given the time, you know, like, it might be one nasty ass fucking paper at the end of it, though. Like, ew, like, what's wrong with that paper? Like, oh, it's got like guts and blood and nasty on it. All the good stuff. If it can cut really fatty tuna thin, I think you're doing good. Because I did not think that was gonna happen. Say what?
Is that like an edge thinness or like a keenness?
I'm not sure. I think it's a combo, maybe. You know, and also like probably the ura being able to pull it off. You know, just being convex.
No, concave.
I fucking hate you guys right now. I'm just a user. Thor?
So are the doys? They look. I haven't seen one in person, but in photos they look.
You haven't seen the Doi?
No, they look.
Oh shit! Hell no! Hold on. Sorry, Don. You know which one it is. Oh shit! I'm sorry, Thor. Shit balls! I know you're in here. Yep. Papa Doi.
This is the one that was in my house.
That's what I'm saying. It's always funny, you look down at some point and you just start to realize, like, that's a lot of money in fucking knives right there. Like, just right there. This, including this, oh my God, you know what I mean? Like, but it didn't take 1 year.
No.
like, oh, your collection, and I'm like, you mean my life work? Like, what do you mean like, no, that's not what I think of it as. It's like, this is like the proof, you know, like I worked really hard to be here. I worked really fucking hard to have these. Like, all right, who wants some tuna? Okay.
Wait, how did you start? How did you like start your knife collection? Like, what was your first knife that you picked up that you like knew was a solid knife? Like,
I didn't even pick it up. I hope you're listening. I know I've said it to the man before. I was wasted one day and just kind of like put in like chef knives on the internet, jokingly. Didn't know what I was looking for. Didn't know anything, right?
doing a long Google.
There was nothing. This is before Dawn. Dawn, how old are you?
I'm 30.
I start seeing pictures of these knives, you know, and I'm like, oh, that's like, you know, that's cool. And then I see this Haas knife, Devin Thomas. Like, long Suji, you know the pattern, you know. What I knew it as was bubble wrap, Damascus, you know. Long Sujihiki, nice and tall, slight curvature, but not much. I think it had a Mokume cap on top and a buck cap.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yep, very lightly blue dyed maple, I'm assuming. I don't know the wood because I just know the knife. Nobody knows where it is. Nobody knows whose it is. I've only seen pictures of it. So, but what I did not know up until that point was that this was available to me. That I can get something not from Japan, but made in this country. I didn't know you can do things like that. This is the cutting against the grain illegal style. I am definitely not supposed to cut like this, but I'm doing it. It's for my staff anyway, you know, this little thing. I'm just gonna give it to them. All right, let's get back to normal. Oh yeah. That's proper. All right, we're gonna off the mop. Oopsie doopsie.
that sweet spot.
Yes. I got babies I got to feed now.
Can't be going out like no punk.
No.
Okay.
What's this?
White Travali, Shimaji.
What is it?
White Travali? Travali, yeah. I got it a few days ago. Kind of let it hung it for a minute. I don't want to do this with your knife, Dom, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Thank you for surviving the first round of that.
This should be good.
We're riding bones though. You can hear it. Can you hear it?
Yeah, you can hear it.
Da, 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 like solid. I'm not gonna do that anymore though, because I don't want to sharpen it. I don't want to be responsible for that at all. I just want to be, well, no, I lied. I'm doing it again.
Here we go.
I go from John's like 1500 and then I finish on this chain at Taro.
Rookie.
Clearly his first time cutting a fish.
What? Fish?
I mean, no, you give it time though.
Yeah, I will. Yes, boss. Yes, boss.
Seemed like a fine.
You should have been like, look, man, go stick that fucking Henkel up your fucking asshole. Who are we talking about? Is he cool? I only heard like the knife part, so fuck that guy. Yeah, Dom. It's pulling so nice. Pulling nice. Yeah, very. I mean, I don't need to push.
So I was talking with John about all the different types of uras and stuff, and he was like, Japanese style is like compound, you don't do simple ones, like these are different types, and like he's like very strict. He's like, the right way should be this way. Like, what do you think? Is that, does it matter? Does it matter to certain people?
I think that if you were an aficionado and a traditionalist, you want that something, right? But honestly, Don, for me as a abuser, like I don't call myself a knife user. I just call myself a knife abuser.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm that. I think I'm cool with whatever, but it needs to be functional. It needs to be thin, and the reason why it needs to be thin is because thin means that you're going to get extra lives out of it. You know what I mean? Like because your ura is that, you know, if your ura is that big on both sides, how every time you sharpen, you're losing ura. Your ura is expanding, right? Every time you sharpen that single bevel, your ura is getting bigger, which means that that hollow is getting smaller. So that's why I really like looking at that, right? And I mean, like you took that hide and got that idea of, oh, ura. Talk to John, you know what I mean? Obviously, this shit is proper as fuck. That's the technical terminology that we're gonna use today, sir. Tweet.
Thanks.
Hell yeah. It's like fucking, yeah, oh yeah, plating. We're plating pros.
Anyway, well, left hand throws, huh?
Don hurt his hand by jerking it.
We were talking,
Well,
talking about jacked up left hands.
It was his wrist, not his hand.
Oh, sorry.
so the only thing I got, Don,
Yeah.
I just realized,
Yeah.
the handle might be a little long on that, just that part. And I just realized that because I was like, wait, I gotta pull, right? So if I was gonna pull it all the way on the board, right?
Yeah.
But then, I mean, my job is to adjust to that, obviously. So it's like now I'm at that point where I'm gonna find some shit, talk shit about,
He's never gonna make that handle again. So.
you know?
I mean, maybe.
He's gonna.
No, this handle's awesome.
It's just not gonna make the video.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, so like that idea from like being able to pull from here,
Yep.
you know, that's the only concern.
Yep.
What's the handle like? The handle doesn't even look that long.
It's not that it's long. I think it's because of this. It's not that just. I think it's literally because of the overhang to keep that piece safe in there. You know, but I don't know if it can be made any shorter because of the leverage, right?
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay,
It was
yeah.
an experimental thing, and like I kind of gambled on that.
Got you. I mean, really. I mean, again, right? I'm short. For a taller person, it might not be an issue at all. Can you make it to this? Almost. Yeah, that's pretty sweet, Don. That's pretty sweet.
Good to know.
Come here. This one also has been sitting for a minute, so it might come out really nice. Uh-oh, uh-oh. We might have gone too high. My buddy is willing to buy cows that are alive, so
Nice.
they just ran into obviously a lot of money if they're talking about like, yo, do you know how to get a Wagyu? I'm like, what are you talking about? That's like a Japanese national treasure. Yeah, why don't we just hire like a bunch of Black Hawk helicopters and maybe just like fly into Japan and just nab some. Yeah, we know where they're grown. I don't think we can buy them though. Uh-oh. Okay, I sucked at that.
That's not easy, but
How are you so low on gas, dude? You feel like you're brand new. It's cold in here, so you should be like, ah! Okay, so every single day is hard, right? Like every single day working for the public, you know what I mean? Especially because I don't care to meet expectations, right? That's not my job. You know what I mean? Because expectations are something that it's beyond our control. My control is quality product, quality of stuff. The amount of time you spent, right? Like I would like to think that we can charge people money for a good time more than a meal. If I run into somebody that we made a meal for someday at some point and they're like, oh, that was really fun. It's like, yeah, okay, cool. Like that's the big statement. I have fun. Like, yes, it's really tiring, and yes, it's so much pressure, and then, yeah, it's stressful. Every day you get up and when you have to come to work, and it's like, am I gonna make good meals for people? Like, oh my God, I have to like make food for people, and there's gonna be like people have reservations, there's expectations. Then everything sucks until about 4:55. Maybe no, everything sucks until about 5:05, right? Like, everything sucks. I'm like so stressed out. Are these guys doing okay? Are they feeling okay today? Like, do I gotta give them a break? You know what I mean? Like, do they need, they need more money? Like, did they get fucked up too much last night and we shouldn't have opened it? Who knows, right? My job is to, from the dishwasher to, right, a homeless person like last night, same shit, right? I think about everybody and I'm like, when I go home, I hope Peter has a good fucking day, right? Like, Peter's our newest hire. I don't really know him. I'm trying to get to know him. So, like, what is it that I can do for him because I can't pay him all the money in the world, right? Do I think that cooks deserve all kinds of money? Like, yes. There's this idea that it's like the owner and the operator, and it's all the glory. Like, you get so much credit as being a restaurant owner, especially when you work in one. And I probably deserve like 25% of that. You know what I mean? It just so happened that I was in a position where I could open something. I'm so thankful for everybody. 10,000 fucking tacos. I bet I've eaten 10,000. No, I have not eaten 10,000 tacos in my fucking life. Who the fuck am I kidding? That would be a lot of tacos.